Well, apparently that first one didn't want to go. Hopefully this one does. Internet signal is not the greatest here. So we will hope for the best on this one. Let's see. Oh, won't even let me edit it. Ah, well. Let's. Maybe I can watch it. Melissa's in the building. Hello, Miss Melissa. Oh, what time is it there on the East Coast? 7:30? How's Miss Zoe? She awake? She gonna fall asleep to our voice again today? Yeah, buddy. Who do we got? Queen Big Boy 37. What's going on? She's in the bath. All right. So we did some upgrades to the truck. Now we got a fly floating around in here again. So we got new, as you can see here, the rain guards. Got those on the truck. I was excited for those. Iowa 80. Thank you very much. I put 40,000 watts of antennas, 20,000 each, on the truck. Had to wire them all in. We got the red interior lights in here. Yeah, so the antennas were the hardest part, trying to figure out how to wire them and all that stuff. It's me, Caden. I changed my name. You should have left it, Caden. I don't know about Queen Big Boy. I was here first, but live crashed. Yeah, buddy. We got crap signal out here. So, the first one that went up, I don't even know if that's even going to post or I have no idea. Yeah. Queen Big Boy 37. Caden changed his name. Go back to Caden. Zoe says, yeah, buddy. Hello, Mrs. Zoe. So I just wanted to tell everybody about the upgrades to the truck. You can see in the thumbnail, maybe zoom in on it, you'll see the antennas. I'll post more pictures and stuff like that. I did post pictures on Facebook, I think. So you guys can check it out there. These rain guards, oh, I love them. Make a big difference. Let's see. Sacrificial Virgin. Yeah. Steven says, I've been playing truck sim. Yeah, buddy. I miss playing truck sim. I mean, I've got my laptop in the truck with me here, but it's hard to play the sim from the controller, and I don't have a place for the steering wheel and pedals, so it's kind of out of the question. Not to mention the fact that I drive a semi truck all day long, and the last thing I want to do on my time off is drive a semi truck, playing video games, I guess. That's going to probably be my next project, is getting a laptop to a point where I can play some of the games on there, like when I'm doing a 34 reset. Because especially now that I got the truck done, I ain't got much more to do. I mean, I got my interior lights in, got the antennas up, CB works great, got the rain guards on, and new steering wheel cover. That's a big one. So I really ain't got much more to do to the truck that I want to get done to it, or that I'm able to do to it. I'd like to tint the windows a little bit, put a new stereo system in here, but I'm gonna have to wait till I actually buy the truck in order to do that. So, but if I can say come March, April, if I buy this truck, and I can convince the CEO to actually sell me this one instead of me transferring into a different truck. I'm going to put a serious stereo system in this truck. Kendall, what's going on, buddy? Let's see. These letters, I can't believe how small this is. New truck? It's a 19 Freightliner. Not bad. I mean, I'll tell you what. This 19 Freightliner drives and rides better than any of the other trucks that I've had. And I've had the 2020s. And this truck drives and rides a lot better. The only thing I'm not too sure about is the power. I'm finding that in this particular truck, when you go into the hills, I get slowed down a lot more in this truck than I did in any of the other ones. But we're currently in Prosser, Washington, and the load that I brought out here was like almost 44,000 pounds. So that, it's kind of hard to judge. I mean, that's probably one of the heaviest loads that I've had in quite a while. So the next load I have going out, I don't even pick up till tomorrow afternoon, but picking up here in Washington State, going all the way down to West Palm Beach, Florida. So I think I'm going to vlog that one. In fact, just before I started the live feed here, I started working with the GoPro right here. And I had thought to myself, you know, we had this conversation before, guys, what I was going to do with this channel as far as, you know, videos and stuff like that. We talked about, you know, tats. We talked about different things that we could do with the videos to make this a little bit more interesting, because I know a lot of the road footage gets kind of boring at times. I mean, you guys have seen a lot of the road footage videos, so we go to a lot of the very, you know, similar places, and it kind of gets a little redundant, especially with the amount of time that it takes to not only get the footage, but get them off the cameras into the other device, throw them into the editor, move them around, add music, change this, cut this, add more, and then upload it to YouTube. It's just a lot of work for the same thing over and over again. So I was sitting here driving the other night, and I was thinking to myself, what could I do that would make things a little bit more interesting? And I came up with an idea. So the idea, the name of the segment's going to be, Are You Brand New Today? Now, after, you know, coming out this way, and this happens more so in the bigger cities, but it happens all the time, even sometimes out here, you know, out on the country roads. But I mean, vehicles that cut you off. I mean, I had one coming out here, you know, she got right in front of me, and I couldn't even see the rear bumper of her car. And it was like, it's so unnecessary. Parking. Oh my God. I sat here, not here, but I sat at a Love's, and I was watching people park for over an hour. And it was getting comical. You know, just, I can't freaking believe how people drive and how they park. So I figured if I record this stuff, you know, I've got an SD card, which I actually just found. It records like 8.5 hours worth of video. You know how many people cut me off or drive like idiots in that 8.5 hours? So I can get a lot of these footage, you know, of people that drive like idiots, park like idiots, and, you know, things that just, you know, are you really brand new today? Now, I'm going to take all of these clips and put them into one video. So when I feel that I have enough of these, you know, clips, I'll bring all the footage over, edit it, and then post them, and we'll have fun with that. Let's see. I'm right now in Boonville, Missouri, getting a T1 service done on the trailer, and I'm trying to get to Kansas Terminal tonight. Nice. Lucky getting all the way low to Florida from Washington State. Oh, dude. You know, biggest thing, George, is fight. Fight for them. You know, talk to your asset manager and tell them you want the long runs. And the load I had, I picked up in Wellston, Ohio. Brought that out here to Washington State. Pick up here in Washington State, going to West Palm Beach, Florida. I get these long hauls all the time. My asset manager knows. I don't mind the short ones, you know, and typically I'll do what I would consider short would be 400 or 500, 600 miles. On average, I typically get about 1,200 mile runs. Every now and then I get these ones here. You know, 20. This one here was almost 2,500 miles. The one going from Washington State to West Palm Beach, Florida, that's almost 3,200 miles. So yeah, it's nice. But you gotta, you know, call them up and tell them, say, listen, I want the long ones. Hand them out. What PC do you run your farm sim on, Al? I have both. The gaming computer that I have at home, the farm sim's on that. When you guys were watching me on the farm sim, it was from the home terminal, my home computer. I also have the farm sim on the laptop, and I have everything that I need to do it. It's just a matter of having decent enough signal. So I can play the farm sim here on the laptop. I can run an HDMI wire from the laptop to the TV that I have. I got a TV mounted here in the truck. I can put the stream up on the TV. Or, you know, what's it called? OBS Studios or something like that. I can put that up on the TV. I can sit here and play the game on the laptop. And I think in due time, we'll get there. Where, you know, if I'm sitting at a 34-hour reset and I've got nothing left to do, especially now, I mean, this reset here, I had a lot of stuff I wanted to get done. But, you know, most resets, I'm just sitting around watching TV. You know, I might go in, take a shower, do laundry, stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm just sitting around relaxing. So, but in time, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I can implement the gaming from the laptop. I can stream it right here from the truck. So we'll get there. Trucker P, what's going on, buddy? We're doing all right out here. You know, we're just finally got the truck the way that I want it. And yeah, but I mean, here, look, I'll show you guys the antennas. See if I can flip this around. There we go. So that's a 20,000 watt antenna, and there's one on both sides. You see that over there. Don't mind the windshield. These are actually scratches. That's nothing, not dirt. But yeah, buddy. And then we got the rain guards here. Those came out nice. And like I said, we got the lights up, steering wheel cover. There's the microphone. But it's getting there. Got the microwave put in that I've got to use. Bought a toaster that lasted one use, and then it kind of took flight. Let's see. Thought you may have hung it up again since you haven't seen you in a while. No, I'm not going anywhere. I know I've said it before, but I'm not. Just like I said, I mean, being out here, it's been real hard, especially with the loads that I've been getting. I've been getting a lot of the long ones, and there's been days where, like on the way out here, I ran 668 miles. So now in a truck that's governed at 65, and I ran 668 miles, and when I parked, I still had 20 minutes left on my clock. It's pretty good. That was running. But, you know, Crete has this thing. They just did a video just the other day that there's a surge with our customers. So our customers are paying the company more to pick up these loads. And with that being said, the company's getting paid more, and the company's going to pay us more. So they gave us a 2-cent raise starting this week or next, I think next week. And so now, and it's not like a 2-cent raise from the company. It's a temporary thing. Like I said, the shippers and receivers, our customers, are giving us more money to run these loads, and the company's just passing it down to the drivers. So for the time being, between now and probably March, April, they said that it might last through the first quarter of 2021. So with that being said, we're making more money. Now, getting all these big runs out here, like I said, this one here was 24 or 2,500 mile run. My next one is over 3,100 miles. So, just out here running. As far as doing videos and stuff like that, it's kind of hard. I'm trying to get back into it. Like I said, just a little while ago before the stream, I started working on the GoPro. I'm going to get that finished up tonight, and I may end up vlogging this next trip. So the one from Washington State to West Palm Beach, Florida, the reason why I want to do that, one of the reasons, is because this is actually the furthest south that I've ever been in Florida. I've been to Orlando, I've been to Tampa Bay, I've been to Jacksonville. I've never been more south than Tampa Bay. So West Palm Beach is going to be a new adventure. I did notice that there aren't any truck stops in that particular area, so that'll be interesting. But we'll see. We're going to stream it. What route are you planning to Florida? I'm going to start out, obviously, on, coming out of Washington State, I'll shoot down, I don't know if I'm going to take the 15 or the 84, but I'll get down to the 80, shoot over the 80 into Nebraska, shoot down into Kansas, and then, I don't have the exact route numbers or anything like that, but we'll do Kansas, probably through St. Louis, down into Nashville, Chattanooga, jump on the 75 in Georgia, take the 75 down into Florida, and then shoot over to the 95, and then take the 95 down into West Palm Beach. Skeletor wants to know the exact route. Sounds about like me. I'm still with England in Lincoln, Nebraska on a 30. Just wrapped up 480. Still have more to go. Hoping for 640 to 650. In pods now. No shit, how you doing with the pods? I've actually never spoken to anybody that's done the pods over at England. But, funny story. Should have recorded it. When I got parked here at the Loves, there was a CR England driver that backed in next to us, and boy, that guy can talk. He's been there 11 and a half months. He's a solo driver, making 36 cents a mile. And he said that he just banged out like a 3,400 mile week. It's not bad. But I had asked him, how long you been with England? He said 11 and a half months. I said, oh, good. You only got half a month left, for your sentence. And he is yet to do any research as to what company he's going to go to. But I think some of the things that I was talking to him about, I didn't give, I wasn't trying to upsell him anywhere. I'm not that type of person. I didn't even give him my driver code. But, I was telling him about certain things over here at Crete and how Crete does things and how they talk to you and they don't treat you like a number and stuff like that. And this guy was floored. He couldn't believe it. So, but yeah, I've actually never spoken to anybody that's worked with the pods. How often are you in Indianapolis? I was just down there working at Holland for a week and seeing so many Crete and Schaefer trucks. As far as going to Indianapolis, almost never. Driving through it, all the time. I go through Indy all the time. Let's see. They sent me to Miami about a month ago after Port St. Lucie. you're screwed for stops. Yeah, I saw that there's a Love's there in Port St. Lucie there, and that's probably the one that I'm going to hit. There's a Love's there. Take my word, I screwed myself. Yeah, I know. When I first originally got this plan, that was the first thing that I looked at because I know how the truck stops are down there in Florida. So that was the first thing that I looked at, and I noticed that there was a Love's there in Port St. Lucie. And I'm like, all right, well, that's where we're going to stop. And, I mean, I'm debating on how to run this. I've got 6 days to get there. Now, being at the mileage that it is, I could probably make it there in 5. If I run hard, I can make it there in 5 days. But I'm definitely going to be there early. Now, I can slow things down a little bit and work my way there and set it up to where I get there right when the load delivers. It's a Costco load, so I don't know if they have overnight parking. 2, they may or may not end up taking me early if I get it there. And so when I get a little bit closer, I'll figure things out. But right now, I mean, I'm way too far out, to plan anything. I'm doing well. Still in Morbus. Had them since I came out of training. Solo, making 40 cents a mile. They run you like a freaking dog. If you want miles, they give them to you. I love this fleet, no bullshit. Good deal.
It's the second solo group.
Yeah, I was told a long time ago that CR England was doing away with the solo drivers. And I've spoken to a bunch of drivers, recently from England, and apparently they're running solo. So, but I mean, if you're making, good money doing the pods, and, like I even said to that guy there, I said, just go where you're happy. I'm not going to, pull a guy out of an England truck and bring him over here to Crete. I told him, find whatever makes you happy. That's all that matters. I'm back. Bobby called to talk to the kids. Alrighty. Have you ever been to the chrome shop that everybody talks about? No. Where's the chrome shop? Not that I'm not going to put any chrome on this truck. Not right now, anyway. The furthest truck stop in southern Florida is the 585 truck stop off 441 and 95. It's paid to park. Truck stop, and it's $20 a day to park. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's the I-80. Have a lot of good stuff. It's not just chrome. Oh, you mean the Iowa 80, the largest truck stop in the world? Yeah, I was just there. That's where I got these. We stopped there to take a 30 on the way out here, and I wanted to go in just for these, and I was looking for other stuff for the antennas too. But on my way out, I was talking to Jeremy and my buddy Will, and they were both telling me to stop at the Iowa 80. You got to. I've never personally stopped there in all the years I've been out here. I've never stopped at the Iowa 80. Been by it hundreds of times, just never stopped. So it worked out where on the clock system where I had to take a 30 anyways. So I figured I'll stop in there, see what the hype's about. And when I left there, I was talking to Will, and I told him, I says, I'm going to give it a couple of months. I'm going to save up a ton of money. And I want to do like a 34 reset over there at the Iowa 80. Or plan it out to where I take a load to that area and take 2-3 days off there. I could spend so much money in that place. Oh my God. And the stuff that they have in there, they got a dentist, a chiropractor. They got everything you need there. So, like I said, I might save up a bunch of money and then eventually either take a 34 reset or even take a couple of days off right there. But when I was there, the museum that's across the street was closed, but that's something that I got to check out as well. Definitely got to check out that museum. I've driven past the Highway 80 3 times and haven't been able to stop. Oh, you got to stop in there. Parking is, you know, that was my original thought, is every time I drive by there, that place is packed. But, I mean, we went in there middle of the day, and, I mean, it was front row parking. You owner op now or doing a lease purchase? Neither. Right now, I'm company. I'm waiting till after this political bullshit, and I'm going to give it a couple of months thereafter to see what this country does. Now, as I've predicted since this shit started, the end of this year, I have a feeling this country is going to go back into shutdown. And it's already starting. There's been schools across this country that are already closed. Illinois has already closed their whole dining in. So little by little, things are starting to close again. It's going to get to the point where this country does shut down once again. They're going to, you know, these shippers and receivers, they're going to be, you know, half their employees are going to be working, if any at all. So there's been a lot of research done and a lot of communication done as far as me buying a truck. I'm on hold only because I know as a company driver that even if the country shuts down, with me running reefer, I'm still going to be running nonstop for the most part. I think my biggest wait times are going to be shippers and receivers. But for the most part, I'm still going to be running. That's why I stayed company for now. When and if I decide to upgrade, whether purchase a truck or whatever, over here at Crete, they don't have a lease purchase. They have a purchase. It's not a lease purchase. It's not like Prime. So over here at Crete, you put anywhere from like $1,500 to $3,000 down on a truck, and the money that you're putting in every week to your truck is your purchase price. So once you're done with your payments, they hand you the title to the truck. It's not a lease. There's no, you know, you owe $10,000 at the end. Once you're done with your payments, they hand you the title to the truck. So that would be the way that I go. Not to mention the fact that I have talked to other drivers who have done the purchase program at Crete and are extremely happy with it. So that'll be the way that I go. But again, I'm waiting till after this political crap. I got 9 minutes before I have to book ass. I watch until I have to leave. All right, buddy. 4 birthdays. Brandon says 4 birthdays. What the hell does that mean? If you have a mind to cross any salient chips, would you find out how do you hiring, what they're doing about... Wait a minute, what?
What?
If you have a mind to cross a ceiling and chips, would you find out how do you hiring? Eddie, we're gonna have to fix that one, buddy. I don't know what the hell you're saying. We're supposed to get snow in upstate New York tomorrow. Yes, I did see that, Stephen. Somebody was just posting on Facebook that Pennsylvania, Erie, Pennsylvania area, they were getting hit pretty good. My dad, two of my sons, my sister all had birthdays this week. Nice. Tell them I said happy birthday. I don't blame you, Alex. Smart. I plan on working my way up to owner op someday. Yeah, like I said, just, you know, I seen what this COVID stuff did to the owner operators and the lease operators when the country was shut down before. And, I mean, they were lucky to break even. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be breaking even and not making any money out here. So, you know, like I said, I'll wait till the country settles down after next week, and we'll go from there. Hang on, let me bring this up. Here, now we can read. Also, I need to grab some coffee and keep me up for the next 4 hours. Pods doesn't drive on Sundays for a mandated 34, but I'm on a crunch. They also don't want us driving past dusk. Really? No kidding. Unker Trucker Al and Aunt April. Oh, good night, kids. CR England, I'm sorry about the misspell. See how they're hiring people now. From my understanding, as far as CR England and hiring people, they pretty much hire anybody. Who was I was just talking to a guy. Trans Am. So I was talking to a guy the other night, and he worked for Trans Am, and him and I had this conversation about Trans Am. And apparently this wasn't the first time that he's had this conversation. And, but he was telling me that Trans Am was the only company that would hire him because he has a recent DWI. And I just thought that was funny. So it looks like these companies, you know, Swift, CR England, Trans Am, Western Express. It looks like that these companies will hire just about anybody. So if your background is a little shaky or your driver's license is a little shaky, just because one company turns you down, don't stop, because chances are somebody's going to pick you up. That's an issue with being able to see your straps. For Eddie, they hire as they always have, but the board situation changed. Salt Lake requires social distancing and classes have dropped.
They're getting kind of dark.
Yeah, that's alright. They, all companies did that. You know, social distancing. So now instead of hiring 21 people for one class, they might hire 10. So it might be a little bit tougher to get scheduled in. But as far as their stipulations and stuff, nah, they're all the same. If I had more time, I'd go into it. Let's see, I was in an 80-person class that only 50 graduated from. Now the classes are about 20 to 25. If I had more time, I'd go into. Oh, I got you. I think because of COVID, the student-to-instructor ratio is much better. Yeah, that's one benefit of the classes being smaller, is that you don't have 30 students to one instructor. So you actually get more time on the truck. Maybe they get trained a little bit better.
Where you tied him out? She said she can't see me.
Oh, Lord.
The hammer.
So, what else we got? Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, like I said, that new segment that we're going to do, that's going to be interesting. You guys will actually see some of the idiots. And it's not going to be just truck drivers either. This is going to be, you know, regular cars and stuff like that. And just a heads up for the people that are watching and stuff like that. I'm not somebody that goes in and blurs out license plate numbers. So if you did a dumb move and you're recorded, your license plate's going up on YouTube, because I don't edit like that. Skeletor says, I just finished my coffee. Nice. Let's see. That they leave you all down. That y'all done last week. That was pretty good. Need to do some more like that, but different topics. Yeah, I know. Me and Will were talking about that. That was actually the first thing out of his wife's mouth too. Was that we need to do more videos like that. And, you know, and yeah, I agree. Different topics. You know, we could talk about anything. Doesn't matter. And again, once I get the laptop up and going, I'll be able to do more of that. But it's a little bit more difficult doing that from the phone and then getting other people onto it. And so, like I said, once I get the laptop up and going, and if I can come up with more topics to do that with, the other thing that I do that when I'm at home. So when I go home, I mean, I got the big computer there and the multiple monitors and stuff, and it makes that so much easier to do. But absolutely, I'm all over that. That was a lot of fun. The Loves we are at ran out of creamer. Oh, yeah. We've been having fun with this coffee situation. That's another video I've got coming up too. So what we're going to do at the end of this month, the end of November, is I just started doing this. Anytime we go to a truck stop, whatever issues we face, you know, it's going to be more about the coffee. Now, we all know truck drivers run on coffee, but every truck stop we go to is out of something. It doesn't matter. Loves, Pilot, TA, Flying J, it doesn't matter. They're out of something. So we got sugar and creamer here in the truck. We're almost damn near out of creamer here in the truck because the truck stops have been out of creamer, so we've been using the ones here, and now we're almost out because this happens so often. So now I'm starting to make a list. Every truck stop that we stop at, I don't care what it is, Loves, Pilot, mainly Loves, because we all know Trucker Allen loves. We love Loves. So, and no matter how much I have problems with Loves, I still stop there. And I'm hoping for the best. And I'm always disappointed. But every now and then I get that shock. So now, hell, April, go black, you'll never go back. I don't know if there's kids watching, but I got a response to that one.
Yeah, he's watching.
Yeah, careful. We got kids watching. I got a response to that too. Skeletor. Once you go white, you know you're licked right. So, now, so at the end of the month, Skeletor's fucked me all up on this one. At the end of the month, I'm gonna do this every month. At the end of the month, I'm gonna post a video, and we're gonna go down the list. Loves, the Loves number, the location, I-80 exit 81. This one here was out of sugar and creamer. This one here, believe it or not, there's even freaking Loves that run out of coffee. So, we're gonna start calling them out. Now, you will notice that it's mainly the Loves that have the problems. Typically, when I go to a Pilot or a Flying J, they typically have everything for the most part. The Loves, it's like finding a unicorn. When you find a Loves that has creamer, sugar, coffee, even the caps that go over the lids, the tops, I've been to the ones where they ran out of those. They're always out of something. They never have two things that match. Never. So we're going to start calling them out on it. And if you're a Loves employee and you're watching this video, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. And I did speak to Loves managers about this. And it turns out that they actually have one particular person whose job it is to make sure that the drink area there, the fountain drinks, the coffee and all that's all taken care of. Everything's ordered. The coffee's made. You know, they're supposed to, you know, keep it going. One person at each store, that's their job. They're dedicated to that little area. And I ain't, once in a blue moon, like I said, it's like finding a unicorn.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about getting that satellite Wi-Fi? Thought about it? Yeah. Need it? Not really. See, I got Verizon. It's not. You guys got to understand that what you're talking about. If correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're talking about what's called the Wii Boost. Just a heads up. That's not Wi-Fi. That's not a device that you hook up in the truck and now all of a sudden you have a unlimited hotspot Wi-Fi in your truck and you got internet no matter where you're at. I thought the same thing. That's not what it is. What it is, you hook that $500 POS up to your truck, and what it does is it increases the signal to your phone, so you have better signal on your phone. Now, I have Verizon, so for 90% of the time, maybe even 95% of the time, I've got full signal. I'm good. Even through Wyoming. I was actually just on the phone with somebody the other day when I'm coming up here through Idaho, and I'm in like a gorge, and not even a hiccup. It didn't drop the call, nothing. So, now, with the Verizon plan that I have unlimited everything. Unlimited data, unlimited everything. The hotspot that I have is maxed out. I have as much hotspot data that you could possibly get through Verizon. So, no, that whole Wii boosting, no, that's just a waste of money. If you have like Sprint or AT&T or T-Mobile and you refuse to go to a different carrier, then I would suggest buying that, because that would help your signal out better. However, if you got Verizon, don't waste the $500 because it's not going to do you any good.
I saw them at the IOE.
Let's see. No, you can get the system at the Chrome shop you were just at.
They have.
I'll have to look. Because let me tell you, if there is something out there that, and I mean, throw a link in the comments if you guys can find it, even after the video. But if you find something that I could put in this truck where it's its own Wi-Fi, where I can have a plan and it's its own Wi-Fi, and that I can hook my devices up to it and I'll have Wi-Fi signal no matter where I'm at, I'm all over it.
They'll cut you off. They charge you per data. They don't give you unlimited. So.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It needs to be unlimited data because I use a shitload of it. And I think that's why I'm pissing off Verizon, because of the amount of data that I use. Now, here's another thing I just did. And I've been searching for this for quite a while. But I was trying to find something that I can download onto my TV. I have a Roku TV. Something that I could download onto it to where I could watch any of the NFL games, I could watch any of the NASCAR races, any of the basketball games, anything I want to watch. I want to be able to do it here in the truck. So I've been doing some research on different stuff, trying out different things, apps and stuff like that. None of them really work. And I found one. It's called Fubo. Now, it's a little expensive. Cost me $70, $80 a month. But I can turn that TV on, connect it to my hotspot here on the phone. I just watched the Pittsburgh Steelers take out the Ravens today. Yeah, buddy. So, then after that, I threw on the NASCAR race there at Martinsville. Watched a little bit of that. But now it's like, they have like over 100 channels. So, I mean, I can watch regular TV shows, movies, all that stuff on there. Let's see. All right, we have coffee and creamer from the Loves in Lincoln, Nebraska, Morvis, and I are about to blaze some miles. Catch you around. All right, Dalton, be careful out there. Glad you found the unicorn. Have you ever tried Hulu? You can get that for like $65 a month with TVs, movie, and all. Yeah, the only thing I'm not sure about Hulu is whether or not it does all the sports. So like today when I uploaded Fubo, the first thing I did was NFL, and then Steelers, and then the game popped up. That was a beautiful sight. Watching Pittsburgh take out Baltimore today. April's over here, I'm going to take a nap. No, the hell you're not. Zoe just fell asleep listening to you. See? That's all it takes. The other thing, guys, as far as Facebook, that whole Facebook crap, I ended up turning it right back on. The only thing I'm not doing on it is Facebook Messenger. The amount of video chats and audio calls that I was getting from that video chat from people all over the world, that's a full glass of hell no. So I got opened up the Facebook. I'm still gonna post pictures and stuff like that in there, and that's really about all Facebook's gonna do for me. So if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, you guys know the way there. I'm not putting the link in there, and nor am I saying that name again on there, because man, the friend requests that I got from there, oh my lord, horrible. My Patriots stink this year without Tom Brady. We lost again. Yeah, I know. You lost to the Bills. That's sad. I wouldn't have even told anybody I was a Patriots fan. Yeah. Well, the thing is, even the Buccaneers. Now, everybody thought that Tom Brady was going to go over to the Buccaneers, and then all of a sudden the Buccaneers were going to be the new Patriots. Well, it ain't turning out that way either, now is it? Yep. Gonna watch Tampa Bay. Yeah. Check out OTR Mobile Wi-Fi hotspots. Check out OTR Mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. All right. Is that what is that? Who's running the OTR Mobile? Is that the name of the company? I'll have to look into it. I know Hulu has racing, so it should have the football games. I had some with the Verizon account that I've got. They said something about Hulu, and I may even have Hulu for free, and I just haven't set it up yet. But, where I have everything now, like I've got Netflix on there, so I can go on there and binge watch the shows there. And now with Fubo, I can go on and watch any of the games that I want. And it's not just, football. It's any of the races, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever. I'm all over that. So you figure it out. Yeah, $80 a month. It sounds kind of expensive, but it's really only $20 a week. And, it's not just sports either. Like I said, they've got different TV shows and movies. So I'm real happy with it for now. We'll see how it goes. You can cancel it anytime you want. You're not into like a year contract or any of that crap, so. I'll watch Brady bring Tampa into the Super Bowl. Skeletor, I think you've already had too much to drink, buddy. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl. Stop it. Just stop it. Ain't gonna happen. What else we got? I think that's about all we got for now. Tomorrow, load doesn't pick up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. About 45 minutes away, so we'll probably be starting up probably around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because this is actually the Loves that we're at here in Prosser. It's actually our fuel stop, which is a good thing because we're going to need fuel by then. But we'll pull in, get fuel, fill up the truck, the reefer. I believe it's a preloaded trailer, but I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong a few times in my life. And we'll go from there. Steelers to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they are, buddy. Well, and the funny thing is, now that we just took out Baltimore, our next 3 games are easy. What do we got? Dallas, Cleveland, and somebody else. Houston, maybe. So don't be surprised if Pittsburgh's 10-0. Just saying. correct me if I'm wrong. What was the undefeated? There's only one team that's been undefeated all year, and I believe it was the 72 or the 76 Dolphins that went undefeated the whole season. And I believe it was 72. So, I mean, you're talking what? 47 years? 48 years since a team has actually had an undefeated season? And can you imagine if Pittsburgh took that? Yeah, buddy. I'm excited. Pittsburgh's doing good this year. Today's game got me a little nervous because Big Ben had that surgery on his elbow that took him out the whole year last year, and he ended up putting some ice on it today. It was kind of acting up, so hopefully they give him a cortisone shot on that and make him feel better. But that's the last thing we need right now is to lose Ben, especially for that elbow, because that'll take him out the rest of the year. And we're on a good streak right now. Our team's healthy. We're doing real good. I mean, we need a little bit of help in the running game, but our team's looking good. Absolutely. Very happy with the way that Pittsburgh's running this year. What else we got? I think that's about it, folks. Yep. So I think we're going to kill the stream here. If you haven't hit the like button, feel free to go do so. For the one person that likes to come into my videos and hit the dislike, make sure you do that as well. I appreciate that. And like I said, I'm going to vlog this next run. It's going to, like I said, it's going to take about 5-6 days to run it. And we'll go from there. We'll see how many of these are you brand new type people we can get on this trip. Because we're going from pretty much corner to corner. You know, this part of Washington State down to West Palm Beach, Florida. That's corner to corner. Almost 3,200 miles. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of people that are going on YouTube soon. So, thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate you guys. And we'll see you on the next one.